Yo, what's up guys? Chase the Bro here, and welcome to my second Dark Souls 3 patch notes video. For those of you in the Souls community who have yet to hear about this, patch 1.13 is set to release on April 12th for Steam and PS4, and following on Xbox One on April 14th. There's a lot of great things coming in this patch, and I really wanted to share it with everybody who has yet to hear about it because there's a lot of amazing things coming, and I wanted to get your opinion on it. So the first and my personal favorite of the patch updates is the addition of the round plaza to the undead matches. So they're finally adding a new arena that's flat and just like a PvP arena. Nothing else, no added features, just a flat circular map. As for the next update, they're fixing the bug where you can invade hosts during a boss fight, and I'm pretty sad about that because I really enjoy doing that. I'm someone who gets bored playing through the game after a while, and people invading my boss fights is really spicing that up. It was making it more challenging. And I feel a lot of the Souls community felt that way as well. Of course, there were some people who were getting very annoyed because they don't thoroughly enjoy PvP as much as everyone else does. And some people don't like getting invaded while they're fighting a boss that is already challenging to them. And I understand that. They're also fixing a bug where disabled items could be used. I haven't experienced this at all, so I have no say on this, but you guys can let me know in the comments how they were using that to their advantage if you'd like. This one's pretty hilarious to me. They're fixing a bug where the spear of the church would be summoned outside the battle arena. That has never happened to me, nor have I seen a video on that, so that's pretty hilarious. Yeah, that would need to be fixed. That'd be annoying as hell if that happened to me. They're also fixing a bug where red phantoms could be summoned after the appearance of Dark Moonblade or a blue sentinel, which is pretty sad because people could have used that to farm the Covenant items, which is fair because getting summoned by Dark Moonblade or blue sentinel takes a while as it is, so any way that you can speed that process up, I'm all for. The next patch note involves fixing a bug where resins and spell buffs could be applied to unbuffable weapons. Now, I'm not sure if they're talking about tumble buffing or if people were able to do that for a short period of time just regularly. I didn't experience that, so I'm not sure. But if it's tumble buffing, I mean, that's fair. It's not like tumble buffing's pretty dumb as it is. You can't even use it without a high drop, so it was never a really big deal, but whatever. This next update is pretty amazing. Up to a total of 2 Dark Moonblades or Blue Sentinels can now be summoned during online multiplayer. So you can have 2 Blue Sentinels or 2 Dark Moonblades in your world at a time. And that's pretty amazing. That helps people farm the Covenant much more often. I think that's a very welcomed update. As well, when a White Phantom dies during an invasion, the host will be unable to summon White Phantoms for a certain period of time. But that doesn't apply to the Covenant-based invasion, so it's just a regular invasion. This one was pretty unexpected. They increased the drop rate of the Seed of the Giant, but they reduced the number you can carry and greatly reduced the duration of its effects. Apparently, it's only going to last less than a minute from what the person who posted the patch notes has been told. That's a pretty good update because for a while I was invading and everybody I invaded had a seed active just because you can pass them between friends by just dropping them, and that's super annoying for invaders. So this is a pretty welcomed update in my opinion. Apparently there was an issue where some weapon skill animations could be used by other weapons. I never came across this or experienced it, so yeah, I could see why they'd want to fix that. That'd be pretty sweet if a regular straight sword had the weapon art of Gale's, or if I could have used that on the Astora greatsword. But yeah, that's going to be patched. It is now easier to be interrupted when using most weapon skills, and I'd imagine that's because of the Ring City DLC weapons. A lot of their attacks are uninterruptible. They give you pretty amazing hyper armor, and I really don't know how negatively this is going to affect each of the weapons, so we'll have to see. Hopefully it's not a huge change. They also reduced the absorption bonus during the later half of Perseverance, so I don't know how greatly, again, this is going to affect that. We have to see once it comes out, but hopefully it's not too bad. They increased the tracking on attack animations for Pike category weapons. I thought the tracking was pretty good as it was. Hopefully it's not doing tons of phantom damage now, but we'll have to see. They also added a small window where damage taken is increased after initiating a parry with a fist and claw category weapons. So I guess if you don't get the parry off and you get attacked right after, the damage you take is going to be higher than average. I guess they're punishing parrying spams, but I don't know how I feel about that one, honestly. I'm on the fence with that one. They also reduced the damage of the Gargoyle Flame Spear and Dragon Slayer Spear and increased the poise effect with the Lothric Knight Long Spear. They have added Faith scaling to the Sunlight Straight Sword and Yorshka Spear and reduced the strength and dexterity scaling accordingly. So I'm not sure if that's going to impact it negatively or positively. We'll see once the patch comes out again, guys. They have reduced the critical damage of the Crow Quills, which I understand. It did have a high crit, I had a whole build centered around one-shotting people just with its repost. So that's pretty welcomed, I guess. That's fair. All attacks from Rose of Ariandale can no longer be parried, but two-handed attacks now consume more stamina and no longer apply poise. I guess that's kind of fair. It was pretty easy to parry, but the no poise may be an issue. We'll see. I'll have to try that out. Wow, there was an issue where the second L1 attack of the Onikiri and Ubidachi was not dealing thrust damage. I had no idea, honestly. Every time I used that weapon, it seemed to be fine, but I haven't used it recently, so that makes sense. But they're going to fix that, apparently. They're fixing a bug where the bleed effect for the Pontiff Knight Great Scythe wasn't displaying in the menus. That's not a huge issue, I guess, but yeah. And they're fixing an issue where the weapon skill Quake for the Quakestone Hammer would deal more damage to the Spear of the Church than intended. That would be annoying. I wonder how much more it was dealing. I have no idea. I never came across that. They're also reducing the damage of Dark, Fire, and Raw infusions for the Lothric Knight Greatsword, and Dark and Fire infusions for the Murky Hand Scythe and Dragon Slayer Axe. In my opinion, I don't think infusions should be getting nerfed. They're underwhelming as it is, so I'm personally not on board with that. But this next one I welcome greatly. It increases the charge rate for the effects that trigger on continuous attacks. So Pontiff's Right Eye, Old Wolf Cursword, Karthus Beacon. And if you guys have been watching my channel, you know I have builds that center around being aggressive. And this is going to make them even better. This is awesome. Maybe I'll go back and make a new build with this. If you guys watched my last patch update, or if you know about the previous patch, they were supposed to adjust the damage and scaling for Simple, Crystal, Fire, Chaos, Lightning, Dark, Deep, Blessed Weapon infusions. But they did it pretty poorly, so they're readjusting it in this patch, which is great. That's awesome. They're also increasing the stamina consumption for the Sorcery's Magic Shield and Great Magic Shield, and increasing the FP consumption of the Sorcery Great Magic Shield. So maybe people won't be using this to turtle so much, hopefully. They have also fixed a bug where the amount of the healing received from the Miracle Life Hunt Scythe would always be dependent on the spell buff value of the weapon, so I actually have no experience with that at all, guys. I don't know how different it's going to be, so I couldn't tell you. Reduce the effectiveness of Karthus Blood Ring. I don't think they needed to reduce that at all, actually. The damage you receive for wearing that is pretty heavy, so I think it's worth a bit of iframes you get. Now, this I do agree with. They're reducing the absorption penalty when wearing Prisoner's Chain. I use that on a lot of my low-level builds, so that's going to make them even more overpowered, which is great for me. But, yeah, that's good, guys. They also fixed other various issues, so that's pretty vague. I couldn't tell you what that is. But they also have new matchmaking rules. So if you want to check out all the new matchmaking rule, guys, I'm going to post the link below the video in the bio. So check it out there. And the same goes for the weapon level matchmaking. They adjusted that a little bit. I'm not sure what it was prior. I honestly forget, but it's posted in the link that I'm putting in the bio. So go check it out there as well. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much all the new patch updates that'll be coming on the 12th for PS4 and Steam, and the 14th for Xbox One, which is tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to see this. And I'm really looking forward to the battle arena that they're adding, because it is literally Pontiff. It is the Pontiff Fight Club that I had all the time when I first started playing this game, and they did exactly what I thought they were going to do. They made just a round, circular Pontiff battlefield. So let me know what you guys think of the video in the comments. As always, thank you for watching. Like the video if you like the video, and subscribe if you're not subscribed, because a lot more Dark Souls 3 content is on the way, and you don't want to miss it, guys. Thanks. Chase the Bro out.